What's up, world? Let me tell you about this beard growth oil I got from 12 tribes on Earth. 8 ounces of oily goodness with a nozzle that prevents sprays and spills, and soft ingredients that make it perfect addition to anyone's morning routine. From coconut to castor, all these oils are hand chosen. After using this herbal blend, the biggest thing I noticed is how soft and how strong my hair was, and how good I feel. Pick up your bottle today and make your beard the star of the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, USAID team went to Myanmar after a 7.7 earthquake, which took the lives of more than 3,300 people over there, to help and assess the situation for humanitarian aid. And while they were over there, the Trump administration fired them. They fired them after they got there to Southeast Asia. So 3 aid workers were laid off while they were in Myanmar helping to rescue and recover from the country's massive earthquake, because this is part of what they did. Normally, a former senior staffer said the Trump administration dismantled foreign aid effects to disaster response. And after this team traveled there to Southeast Asia, 3 officials were told late this week they would be let go. Wow. The team is working incredibly hard, focused on getting humanitarian aid to those in need. To get news of your imminent termination, how can that not be demoralizing? So President Donald Trump's government has pledged at least $9 million to Myanmar after the magnitude 7.7 quake, which killed more than 3,300 people. But his administration's massive cuts to USAID have hindered its ability to respond, while China, Russia, India, and other nations have rushed in to assist. The Trump administration has moved to fire nearly all USAID staff in recent weeks as billionaire Elon Musk, Doge, has slashed funding and dismissed contractors across the federal agency in what is called an attack on wasteful spending. So the 3 USAID workers have been sleeping on the streets in the earthquake zone, and adding their termination would take effect in a few months. Residents have been sleeping outside for fear of aftershocks and further building collapses. So, the remaining USAID staff, and, wow. They said these few were just the remaining staff that was left, and they lost their jobs while working overseas. Former USAID staff said most of the people who would have coordinated the response have been let go, while a third-party implementing partners have lost contracts. The U.S. State Department did not immediately respond for requests. Secretary rejected criticism that Washington was slow to respond to the earthquake because USAID was dismantled. Rather, he told reporters in Brussels Myanmar was not the easiest place to work, saying the military government does not like the United States and prevents it from operating in the country as it wants to. The United Nations said they were limiting humanitarian aid. Rubio said the U.S. would no longer be the world's top humanitarian donor, calling on other wealthy nations to assist Myanmar. Well, they are. But, I personally, the way they have fired people in this country is absolutely dirty. It really is. How are you going to wait for these people to go all the way over there and then you're going to fire them while they're working? But look at how they have been firing. Elon, his style is bust in the building and tell everybody they got 30 minutes to get out. They're all fired. That's supposed to be a professional way of firing people, I guess. It's a joke. And the U.S. has no shame whatsoever. So my heart does go out to these people. That is rough to go through. A 7.7 magnitude earthquake. I was looking at some of the pictures. Boy, it looks pretty horrific over there. A lot of buildings have collapsed, and they're still searching for more bodies, and I'm sure that's rough. And 7.7 magnitude, I can imagine what the aftershocks must have been like. Sometimes you can have hundreds of aftershocks after a quake like that. So y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.